Gusto talagang bitagin ng grupo ni Nangagba mga kababayan si VP Inday Sara at kinasangkapan po nila mga kababayan ang mainstream media. Isipin nyo na lang mabuti mga kababayan na ilang ulit nang pinaliwanag ni VP Inday na hindi siya pwedeng magsalita tungkol dyan sa confidential fund dahil mayroong batas na malalabag kapag i-discuss niya ito sa publiko, lalong-lalo na't siya ang gumamit nito. Ayaw pa rin paawat ang mga media mga kababayan, pati na yung mga loyalistay na talagang nagpupumilit sa confidential fund. Dahil kasabwat sila ni Bangag Dahil sa oras na mayroong madidisclose si VP Inday Sara Duterte mga kababayan tungkol sa paggamit niya ng confidential fund, ay mayroon siyang nilalabag na batas. At caught in the action yan mga kababayan at gagamitin na naman nila iyan na kaso. Matibay na kaso laban kay VP Sara Duterte. Kaya yan po ang dahilan mga kababayan na tanging sa COA siya sumasagot pagdating dito sa confidential fund na pinagpipilitan naman ng mga media at mga loyalistay mga kababayan at ginagamit nila ito para mapagmukhang kurakot si Sara. Panoorin niyo po.
I cannot explain
sasabihin naman nila evasive
confidential funds because it will entail explaining intelligence operations.
Makinig kayo ha, para din sa mga nakumbinsi ng mga loyalistay mga kababayan ng bakit hindi sinasagot yan ni Sara.
And there is a law that prohibits officials who gathered information because of their office to divulge it.
Bawal! Maliwanag sa batas mga kababayan na bawal dahil makokompromise niyan ang national security.
In public.
Pwede
So
siya
it's the
kasuhan.
Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act.
Yan ang ikakaso sa kanya mga kababayan kapag magkamali si Sara na mag-utter o mag-utter ng words tungkol dito sa kanyang paggamit sa confidential fund. At yan naman ang ini-exploit ngayon ng mga kasamahan ni na Bangag mga kababayan, lalong-lalo na itong media na lalong tinatanong kay Sara na ano ba itong confidential fund? Paulit-ulit na lang sinasabi ni Sara mga kababayan na tanging sa COA lang pwede yung pag-usapan.
There is a specific provision of law. You cannot divulge confidential information that you received while in office.
So you won't even say these are
No, that because that will add to cases that may be filed against me.
Makakasuhan si Sara mga kababayan at malakas sa ebidensya yan, lalo-lalo na makukunan siya ng video na pinag-uusapan niya yan. Patibong na naman ng mga Bangag.
one last.
Sana mga media ha, naiintindahan niyo yan. Kasi mga kababayan, hindi nakakaintindi. Ilang beses na yung sinabi ni Sara na hindi pwede pag-usapan niya confidential fund dahil mayroong batas na nilalabag.
Yes. We have been fully cooperative with the Commission on Audit.
We have been fully cooperative with the Commission on Audit. Ang hindi lang siya kumo-cooperate mga kababayan ay dyan sa Kongreso dahil wala yung mandato mag-audit.
Everything that they asked for, we submitted. That is why there was a partial disallowance only.
Cooperative.
And even then, we are not yet finished with the process because we can still submit documents that are required by the Commission on Audit. That is the problem right now. As I said, they are doing work that they are not that is not under the mandate of the House of Representatives. They cannot audit. They cannot question at all. They cannot make me answer and say that we represent the taxpayers and you have to answer. No, I will only answer to the Commission on Audit because that is the body who can ask us questions about the fund use.
Pinipilit nila mga kababayan na magsalita si VP Sara tungkol sa confidential fund para under oath mga kababayan, bitag na bitag siya. Mayroon na siyang nilalabag na batas niyan under the provision doon sa Anti-Graft and Corruption Law. Tingnan niyo.
Afternoon, ma'am. On the issue of your budget not being reinstated or restored, your reaction...
Wala na! Hindi na ni-restore ni Grace po mga kababayan. Sinabotahin na ni Grace po ang budget ni Sara. Kasama ni Tambag.
Well, we do not expect anything about the budget of the Office of the Vice President anymore. As I said...
Final na tinanggalan ng 70%.
Before, I was saying that I am not the problem. I've been saying that I'm not the problem. The problem of the Philippines is kahirapan, kagutuman, corruption, and all the other peace and order issues.
Presidente, First Lady, Speaker of the House, yung mga kongresista, mga senatong, yan ang problema.
It is clear right now that they consider me as the problem already. So I will not help them solve the problem.
A follow-up question. It's nearly January already. Your office will be filing a new budget request for 2026. How much do you intend to ask from Congress for 2026?
We've not discussed that.
Oo nga, wala pa nga 2025, 2026 sa agad itong tinatanong ng mga media. Akala siguro nila, atat sa budget si Sara. Tanungin nyo ang mga congressman, di ba? Sigurado tayo mga kababayan, doblado na naman ang budget na hihingin nila.
We need to wait for the budget call because the budget call outlines the rules of your proposal for budget for your office. So we need to read the budget call before we can sit down and discuss a budget proposal for the Office of the Vice President.
At top of mind, are you still considering to hike the 733 million, or will you be happy operating on the same expenses in 2026?
Ay wala na, 700 million na lang mga kababayan, final na.
Can't answer that because there are rules. They usually put conditions in the budget call, and we really need to read the budget call to draft a proposed budget.
That's two questions.
Just to follow up on the budget, in the previous interviews, you said that you cannot give a definite answer on what will happen with regards to your satellite offices, given that the budget was not final at that time. But given that the BICAM already decided not to reinstate your original proposal of 2 billion, what will happen to your satellite offices? There are around, I think, 10 satellite offices across the country.
Yes. We have to see if we can continue with the projects that they are implementing. We need to see if the projects are still there, and then if they can still implement the projects. So that is something that we have to discuss with the execom of the Office of the Vice President.
Nandun po ba yung possibility of shutdown? And then ano po yung
Shutdown.
nasabihan na po ba yung mga affected personnel just in case na mag-shutdown nga itong mga satellite offices?
Posible.
Galing sa central office ng Office of the Vice President, wala kaming sinabi sa kanila. Pero since nababasa naman nila sa media yung nangyayari sa budget, I am sure that they are preparing themselves as well.
Good afternoon, Christian. Ma'am, it was mentioned before na pull out yung security nyo at papalitan. Meron na po bang update dito? Tsaka sumulat po ba kayo sa your
Yes, wala pang update doon sa pull out and replacement.
Uubusin nila ang security ni Sara mga kababayan.
Nag-aantay kami sa Armed Forces of the Philippines kung kailan nila gagawin yon. Yes, nagpadala ako ng letter sa Chief of Staff ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. Meron lang akong mga nilatag doon na mga requests. Pinakauna doon is hindi na kami tatanggap. Hindi na ako tatanggap ng replacements.
Huwag ka lang magtiwala, Sara, dahil baka ang ibigay sa'yo is bantay sa lakay.
So kung magtanggal sila, hindi na nila i-replace. Iwan na lang nila kung ano yung maiwan, and kung wala mang maiwan dahil tatanggalin nila lahat, I already said that I will seek security arrangements outside of the Armed Forces of the Philippines already.
Yan siya mismo ang pipili mga kababayan dahil it's a matter of trust in security. Hahayaan lang nila na ang ilagay dyan ay kontrolado nila ngag-ngag nila Lisa at Tamba. Ano yan? Para bantayan si Sara? Parang na-hostage.
Mag-outsource naman kayo. I mean, kasi normally naman, di ba, pag Vice President, may naka-designate dyan from the AFP, from the PNP. So, dahil nga, yun nga, may full out. And so, ang plano naman para mag-outsource na lang kayo.
Yes, we are exploring private security services.
Private.
Yes.
Oh, mas mabuti pa yan.
My husband, ma'am.
Baka sabihin naman, private army. No.
Ha?
Siyempre, may baril yung mga security eh.
No, because there are professional security services. So that's not considered as a private army. And I do not know if these individuals are allowed to bring guns. So
Paano na yung batuta?
them less of
Grabe itong sinangag mga kababayan. No? In-expose talaga sa threat si
army,
Sarah.
ma'am, kung wala silang baril. Hindi ko alam yung sa professional security services. But that is one option that we are preparing
option.
for in case there is a pull out of the entire security detail from the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Initially, I asked my husband, and then he said that he'll make arrangements.
Out of pocket, ma'am. How much are you estimating for that?
Well, wala pa kaming we have not
Ang laki
requested
ng
for
gastos dyan mga kababayan. Papakainin pa rin yan eh. Aside sa mga kababayan. Sweldo.
proposals yet from
Bangkarote! Bangkarote si Man Scorpio yan. Pero mayaman po si Man Scorpio mga kababayan.
service providers. We have not requested a proposal yet. So,
Kasi sponsored daw ng kanyang husband eh. Dahil asawa niya eh. Bahala na maubos ang pera. Basta safe lang ang aking asawa,
But,
di ba?
I think only Filipino organizations or agencies are allowed that kind of service within the Philippines.
Oh,
I
si
think,
John
ma'am,
Wick.
I did not know. But
Bawal daw mga foreigner.
I know that they are Filipinos, yes.
Pinoy.
No, I don't. No, ma'am. No. But no, I do not feel secure. As I said, that there's always been bias because when we see, say for example, DOJ, iniimbestigahan nila
bias
yung
talaga.
presscon. Pero hindi nila iniimbestigahan kung bakit kami umabot doon sa presscon na yon. Iniimbestigahan nila ang threat ko, no? Pero they've not ever investigated threats against me, which are all documented, but we do not give them the information because we don't trust them at all.
Ito na sinasabi natin mga kababayan na mayroon ng blatter si VP Sara Duterte sa threat.
That's two questions relevant for you.
Ano yung mata oh?
That's two questions relevant.
Ma'am, kasi sabi po nila mga congressman po, ma'am, kasi parang contrived lang daw yung threat ninyo. Parang it's just an imaginary threat. Like,
Imaginary threat lang daw kay Sara. Binangga nito ang mga NPA, mga durugista, mga kriminal. Tapos imaginary threat. Tapos ngayon, ang binabagga presidente, nangagnag. Tapos mga buhaya, na mga kurakot. Imaginary pa rin iyon.
Tapos si Asidre nagsabi na imaginary daw yung threat ninyo, unlike doon sa sinasabi na threat daw.
Yung mga imaginary ng yung mga buhaya makababayan, sila ang nag-imagine.
So what's your take on this po? Kasi parang dinidismiss po ng mga congressman na kayo po ay nagkaroon ng threat sa inyong buhay. Parang sinasabi nila, hindi naman kayo.
Tapos itong media mga kababayan, gatong naman, gatong. Oh.
Parang imaginary lang yung threat ni Vice President as opposed to sa sinabi niya doon sa press conference. What's your take on this po?
Yes, we have documents, sir. We have screen caps, we have photos, we have police blatters.
Oh, police blatter.
We have everything on file. But I never talked about it before because I
So
felt
mga kababayan, mayroong police blatter.
na it was part of my job as Vice President. You get that? Aba?
Matagal na yung
So,
threat si Sara, yung mayor pa siya. Namatayan nga siya ng anak mga kababayan sa sinapupunan dahil yung pinasabugan ang kanyang city mga kababayan nung kasagsagan ng pakipagyera niya sa mga rebelling NPA. Pinasabugan ang Davao City. Tapos yun, all-out war na si Sara sa mga NPA. Na-eradicate ang NPA sa Davao City. At hanggang ngayon mga kababayan, zero na ang guerrilla front sa Davao.
It does not affect my work. So all the more that it was inconsequential for me at the
Inconsequential.
time. But right now, seeing that they are picking out words that I said and making a case out of it and saying that these are threats. So I think they should start with, where is this coming from? That is the question that they should ask themselves. But I don't think they'll ever ask that
Wala nang
of themselves.
patas-patas eh.
So,
Dahil bias na ngayon.
we'll just move on to the cases and the impeachment and whatever will come in the new year.
Haharapin na lang ni VP Inday, mga kababayan. Ano masasabi niyo dito na sinusubukan naman siyang bitagin ni Bangag, mga kababayan? Post your comments below.